there's one game CSU could schedule in the future against, it doesn't have to be a Power 5, anyone, who would you want to see that be?
Against anyone in the future, huh?
Yeah.
I think that they really ought to be scheduling like a Kansas State. I just think it makes too much sense geographically. The schools have a lot of academic connections, a lot of things in common, and it's one state away. It's an adjacent state, and it makes sense to me. They did it in basketball. You know, we've got the game last year in Wichita,
Right.
the game coming up this year at the Pepsi Center in Denver. So it'd be nice to get a home-and-home football with them. That'd be probably the one I would say would be right on the top of the list.
I'd like to see just a Nebraska game. Start maybe more of a regular series. You know, they're not playing CU anymore, and there's so many. It would be harder to get Nebraska to come play at CSU, but there are so many Nebraska people who used to live in Nebraska grads just that live in this part of Colorado that you'd sell that game out easily if you got them to come here. And I think plenty of CSU fans would make that 6-hour drive up to Lincoln and something like that. I think that would be a great game for them to get.
I think it would too, although they, Sonny Lubick swore never to schedule that game again after they went there and just got throttled one year. And not only did they lose 70-something to 6, I forget the exact final, but it was really ugly, but they also had like 8 starters or significant backups who were injured in that game and missed significant playing time the rest of the season. That's always a concern. In general, in theory, I love that matchup, and I do think if you want to aspire to be a big-time program, you've got to go out and play the best. So yes, I think in an ideal world, that would be a phenomenal matchup for Colorado State for all the reasons you said.
Also, it wouldn't surprise me to see them play Michigan in the near future with Joe Parker's connections, as we talked about earlier. Of course, that would be a bye game for CSU. They'd have to get. Michigan's not coming out here, but you can pick up a nice paycheck and use those connections to help build your program. But for Kelly Lyle, I'm Matt Stevens. Thanks everyone for joining us here in the newsroom. Be sure to stay to ColoradoOne.com for all your CSU Rams news.